Welcome back, Daily Show. On a Thursday morning, we are getting ready to send you off into a Thursday afternoon. Brian Trust will take you at 2 o'clock for your beautiful, great show there where it's all about positivity. Brian does a great job. And another shout out for him filling in that show for me and doing a whole live show while I was on my honeymoon. Mayor White joins us now from Maryville. It's always been great, Mayor, to have you on the show and just hear about the great things going on within Maryville. And now, I mean, some big news. We've been talking about this stage for a while, and, well, it's set.
Yes, sir. Finally, after literally years of hard work, blood, sweat, tears, and fundraising, it's coming to fruition on Saturday here in Maryville.
What's this mean? What's this mean to you and, really, the entire team here when it comes to really seeing this project hit its completion point?
It means so much to the entire community, CJ. This community rallies around first responders and our military and our heroes, and that's what this dedication ceremony is all about on Saturday. We specifically planned it for the Saturday of Memorial Day so we could remember the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for all of us so we could have the freedoms that we have here in the United States. And it just seems like everybody is really passionate about embracing the 250th anniversary of our country and seeing that this project, can happen if enough people put their heart, their soul, and, really, show that if you have a vision, you can complete it.
1,000%. And, just to follow up with that, Mayor, it is really refreshing to really see the love of country, as we get closer to this, the July 4th date, but all throughout this winter and as the months kind of warmed up, it seems like everyone's patriotism kind of has to, or just respect for the history of our country. And it's amazing too for Maryville to be able to share this historic year with, such a great thing for the community. And there's no better way to really describe America than that word, and passion too and all that. But to really have that showcased in Maryville, especially this weekend to kick things off, is such a cool thing.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. The initial funding mechanism for getting the project kickstarted, which was over 6 years ago, was actually a donation made by the American Legion Post 917 that unfortunately had to fold here in Maryville. And they, being an American Legion organization, wanted to do something special to help Maryville out. And so they donated their remaining funds that they had back to the village specifically for a project that would, help kickstart the community, but also be used to remember our fallen heroes. And so the entertainment pavilion actually has on the front of it the inscription American Legion Post 917.
It's incredible. I mean, that really is such a great tribute. And what I think is really, such a great thing about just this entire day. And as you guys are, taking Memorial Day, which is, one of the most important holidays I truly believe in our year, to really dive into America's 250 years and the lives that are lost to protect that. And to really name that the American Legion Entertainment Pavilion is a good thing, a really great thing. And, to bring the day through, really the entire day from breakfast through the end to dinner at, 9 p.m., you guys really pulled out all the stops.
Well, we did, and there's been a lot of work that's gone into this, a lot of planning, and these type of events they can't happen without our volunteers. And we're so blessed here in Maryville that we have so many people from within the community who just give of their time because they love the town that they live in, and so that's a big component of it. But also, we're partnering with the Lucky Liberty and Betty Lou's Table for this event, and specifically because they're a veterans-owned business. And a portion of all the proceeds that are raised for this event on Saturday goes back to assist disabled veterans. And so we felt that it was important to partner with a veterans-owned corporation, and they're doing an outstanding job. They'll be providing free breakfast for each and every member of our current military and former military. So if people want to get the day started right, they can be at Firemen's Park at 8 a.m. and get a hot meal to get the day going.
Fantastic. It's just really just the community components of this, and just hearing this, just the story a little bit, just ties it all in even more so, Mayor. And that's where we go in a little bit further. We have the flyer on the screen for everybody at home watching on their phone or TV, wherever they're watching this from, just to get more details on this. And I got to ask you, just because we've been talking about the day, I got to ask you about this pig roast. This sounds fantastic.
Yeah. When we decided that we were going to have this event, I tried to think of something that was going to be maybe a little unique, knowing that Betty Lou's Table, they do such a great job of cooking barbecue every day that, I met with Jennifer and Jeremy, and I said, hey, is this doable? Because I think it would be really cool for people to just, not only get to enjoy the meal, but to see how a pig roast actually happens. They're like, yeah, we can do it. And so we're excited about it. I think it's going to be a kind of a unique experience for people, and I'm sure it's going to be delicious.
Fantastic. This is going to be just so cool. You also, concert in the park starts at 6, sailing with Scott Marlin. This is going to be really cool, a yacht rock type of event, type of music. And what was the decision to bring them in for the first one?
Oh, actually, that was probably, since I've been mayor, maybe the easiest decision I've made. Yeah, it's twofold. Well, one, Scott Marlin, he's a local guy, graduated from Townsville High School, has a huge following right here in the Townsville, Maryville, Glen Carbon, Troy, Edwardsville, Granite City area. Everybody knows Scott. He plays at our homecoming every year as well, but that component aside, he and a couple of members of the band were also part of our Parks and Rec subcommittee, Build Maryville, and they were very instrumental in organizing our last 2 music fests. And so it only made sense that a band that has local roots, who some of the members live right here in Maryville, others live very close, that they would be the ones to take the stage. And, also they're awesome.
This is great. I just love every bit of this event. And there's also going to be a bags contest that runs 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And now, is registration still open for this?
Yeah, actually, registration is on site the day of the event. People can just walk up anytime, 9 a.m. on, and say, hey, here's my $10. I want to be in the bags tournament. It's nothing that is professional or fancy. It's just really a bunch of Americans who are out doing something that I think a lot of people do in their backyards on the weekends anyway.
I just, it all ties right into the summer fun, too, of it. And the ribbon cutting for everybody who wants to be there for it is at 5 p.m. That concert starts at 6. It's all day long, though, with breakfast starting early. It's free to all veterans. Lunch and dinner between 11 to 9 p.m. Do we know what's on the menu for that, Mayor? I'm nosy.
Are you the menu for the opening ceremony?
The lunch and dinner.
Oh, so lunch and dinner. I think that Betty Lou's Table is going to have a lot of what you would consider to be American traditions for an outdoor barbecue. So burgers, brats, hot dogs, potato salad, all the things that you would get at a normal Memorial Day backyard barbecue. But on top of that, at 4 p.m. is when the hog will be ready to be sliced up for incredible pulled pork sandwiches and barbecue. And so no one's going to go away hungry. This
is cool. There's also going to be beer trucks and drinks there for everyone to enjoy responsibly. And then, also, Mayor, just your final thoughts as you head into this week. And what would you like the public and the region to take away the most from Saturday, May the 23rd?
Well, if I had to pinpoint it, it would be just really taken in the idea that community comes together. And here in Maryville, we are a very community-oriented village where people, they look out for each other, they care about one another, they like to come together for events. And this specific event, because it is Memorial Day weekend, we're really trying to honor the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for us. And we just encourage everybody to come out, bring your lawn chairs, bring your appetites, and be ready for just a wonderful, fun day to just enjoy being an American.
Fantastic. Mayor, before I let you go, always great talking with you. We have about a couple minutes left. Anything else coming down the pipeline this summer that we should head up to Maryville for?
Well, I have to talk about the Maryville homecoming, and so it's always the weekend after the 4th of July. We have our parade both nights. We're one of the few communities that do that. We do it on both Friday and Saturday, and we do that specifically to give everybody the opportunity to try to come. Some people might not be able to make it on the Friday, some on the Saturday, so we try to give that opportunity for people to be able to come and enjoy the parade. And this year's theme is red, white, and wolf. Wolf, like a dog would say wolf. And so we're combining the patriotic theme for the 250 in with the a dog theme, because we're actually going to have a dog parade this year as well. And all the floats will be made up of different themes based around dog cartoon characters. And yeah, it should be a really good time. And we're going to have 2 awesome bands playing, one on Friday, one on Saturday. We have Shotgun Creek playing.
Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah, and we have Scott Marlin's band, Blue Marlin, playing as well. And obviously that's going to be on the brand new entertainment pavilion. And the food, the drinks, and again, just celebrating the best country in the world to live in.
Well, it's just really great to see you guys really, stepping out and showing out when it comes to, recognizing that. And, especially, so many times, Mayor, you hear that, maybe the love of country isn't there as much as it used to be. But just to see this kind of resurgence and to feel it, especially around the RiverBend community, and you guys doing really just a great job. It really is. It's nice to see, and really just a morale boost, and just can't wait to see how it turns out.
I appreciate that. And so I encourage anybody who's available, if you don't already have those Memorial Day plans, come to Maryville, enjoy the day with us, and I promise no one will go home hungry, thirsty, or without a smile on their face.
Fantastic, Mayor. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, CJ. You have a blessed day, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. You as well. And folks, we're out of time today. We're hitting right on 11 o'clock, so we'll get right to skedaddling into Friday. Hey, until I talk to you again at 9 o'clock tomorrow, try your best as always. Mayor, I'm not saying this just because you're on the show and your background, but try your best to stay out of jail.